here, Clark, with plenty of veteran talent. Do you expect this to be a thinking man's game?
Maybe a little more so than typical games because of the quality of players and the IQ that is represented on both of these teams. I mean, they're experienced, they're smart, they're tough. You won't see a lot of rookie mistakes in this matchup.
Now Golden State's starting five. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Moody. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there. Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
On offense, here are the Warriors. 4-point game. Curry is inside. He's covered by Leonard. Green with a screen for Curry. In the corner, Moody with it. Rebound by the Clippers.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, with Zubac, obviously, Clark, you're getting strength, but he's underrated when it comes to skill. Good passer and nice ball skills.
Kevin, I like his little jump hook in the post. He's got a nice little touch with the push shot in there. He can get it done anywhere in the paint. You know, he knows exactly when to look for and take his shots. His IQ playing inside is as good as it gets.
Here's Zubac. The Warriors making the shot. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
There's no question, Clark. Tyronn Lue has been a stabilizing presence for this Clippers organization.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Ty Lue has fostered a really strong culture and has navigated some testy, difficult situations, which is why he's already viewed as one of the best coaches in franchise history.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Jones. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Harden surveying the D. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Harden, no good. Warriors trail by 10, and the turnover again by Golden State.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Jones. Back to Leonard. 20 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Curry. Great D that time from Leonard. 1 second left, and Harden with the lay-in. Harden's got 8 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
James Harden getting it done. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Moody is out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. Los Angeles leading by 16. Here's Harden. The teardrop falls in. 10 points for him.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Guys?
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
Now that's defensive presence. Harassing the shooter and grabbing the miss.
Driving to the basket. Bricks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Collins grabs the miss.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the deep credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one. This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him when he goes to the rack with force.
And the rejection by Leonard.
Those long arms and big hands of Leonard helping him send that one back.
Zubats with the screen for Harden. Puts up a 3. And the dunk by Zubats.
I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
The Clippers shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throw.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
LA's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And that one's good. Leonard.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Here's Curry, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Able to get to the hoop with those nice handles, leading to an easy finish.
Now, here's Moody. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Jackson Davis. Green finds Jackson Davis. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Collins has got...
Very few players have the combination of power and athleticism that Kawhi has. Electric.
Curry passes to Moody. Offensive rebound. Curry against Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. And the layup good by Curry. Curry's got 12 in the game.
You know, Steph sticks his nose in and gets rewarded there, playing with no fear at all.
Kicks it out to Collins. A 3 from Leonard. Traps in the tray. Leonard's got 22.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
A three from Leonard. Harden outside from downtown. Zubac kicks it out to Harden. Misses the three. Down low.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
And so it's Los Angeles rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting. Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Brook Lopez is out there with Batum. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard position.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick and roll situation being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
That three off the mark.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Drills the three-pointer.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Here's Santos. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Nice setup. Excellent team basketball.
Outside, Bogdanovich. No good on the three. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Pass to Santos. Takes a three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Paul. Outside for Beal. No good from outside. Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Clippers are remaining competitive, even with some shifting pieces in their roster. Star play creator James Harden said, quote, "We're legit, and our defense is really good. Offensively, we know what we want to get to, and we hang our hats on the defensive end." Back to you guys.
A veteran-heavy roster. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Beal banked in off the glass. Beal's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Pass to Santos. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:56 left in the third. Here's Podziemski.
You know, Chris Paul is a first-rate on-the-ball defender. You rarely get a clean shot off on him.
And Beal gets it to go.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Here's Podziemski, defended by Paul. Trips it home after the terrific move.
just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Lopez, a screen on Heel. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
Here's Podziemski. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And he's good on the three ball.
Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Here's Podziemski. 40 seconds left in the third. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. The Warriors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And flashing the athleticism on the drive. When Bogdanovich spots a lane, he attacks it.
Here's Post. It's good from about 19 feet. Post has got his second bucket.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
It's stolen by Heel. And it's the Warriors on the break. Some solid D from Paul. And here is Beal. Here he goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beal's got 14.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers rolling along with it. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with Moody. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center. The offensive rebound. The Clippers shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. A 3 from Leonard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Pass to Zubac. Leonard with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Leonard against Curry. 5 on the clock. There's the drive. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 6th rebound on the night. The 3 from Harden. They get it back. Jones dishes to Collins. Outside Leonard. A shot by Harden. Wide open. No good with the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Left side Collins. Lets it go with the 3. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Collins.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Leonard kicks to Harden. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Hits it from 3-point range. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Snatched up. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Harden. Inside, Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
A three from Leonard, and another three for the Clippers.
And Leonard knows that corner three is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense.
Here's Curry, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Outside Curry. Pass to Green. And there's the call on Jones.
Derrick Jones Jr.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Curry.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Leonard.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 20-6 run. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Good stuff, Valley. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
going at it today, Graham. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Damian Lillard clinging out there with Avdia. Then there's Toumani Camara, and it's Holiday in at the 2. Now here's Lillard. The 3-ball. He buries it from 3.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. And here's Zubac. Harden drives in. It's good. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Lillard. To the inside. Here's Avdia. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
You know, off the court stand, Damian Lillard has another career going as a rapper.
Well, BA, I've enjoyed a few tracks, though I prefer his performance on the hardwood where he's shooting and scoring do all the time.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
And Lillard, here we go. And the dunk by Lillard. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Drew Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. So it's Los Angeles now. Portland making their last shot. Sinks it from distance. Leonard's got 5.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Off the outside. There's a screen by Camara. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Knocks it loose. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. And here's Zubac, defended by Lillard.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 7. Can they get it? Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Nice shot by Harden.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And in the big market of Los Angeles, with a sparkling new arena, Grant, the Clippers are confident they'll be able to attract star talent.
Well, the expectation is they'll continue to compete with Harden and Kawhi. And then in a few years, perhaps time to make some big moves. At 7'2", Klingit is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Pass to Leonard. Zubac, screen. And the dunk by Leonard.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Up top, Harden. Kicks it out to Collins. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, you can see one of Collins' best attributes is his ability to finish through contact.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game here. Lillard looking around. 3-pointer off the mark. Outside Harden. Over Holiday. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Kawhi Leonard. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Avdia, Damian Lillard out there with Drew Holiday. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamara in at the 3. Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. Avdia, right side. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Pass to Leonard. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the play.
Now here's Lillard. Whoa, Damian Lillard, serious hops.
What an athletic play from Lillard. More than capable of just jamming it down.
Here's Leonard. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. And that's 12 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Lillard against Leonard. Pass to Klingon. Zubac with the steal. Leonard for 3. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
This jumper from Kawhi is pure. Once he gets his feet under him, the rest is easy.
Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Williams is checked in for Portland, who is stolen by Lillard. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Portland.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
That's a gutty rebound in traffic. Great effort.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team.
Here's Holiday. Yet to see a basket. Off the outside. Pass to Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Leonard for 3. Williams grabs the board.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Count it.
Well, a throwback big. Williams almost exclusively operates around the hoop.
Pass to Leonard. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Harden. Zubac against Lillard. Outside for Harden. 5 to shoot. Back to Zubac. Leonard for 3. Tries again. Outside Harden. From the arc. Leonard can't get it to go.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Harden against Lillard. to the left side wing. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
2 emphatic points from Robert Williams.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. And stolen by Williams. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Kamara, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Lillard passes to Williams. Off target at the rim.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And so it's Los Angeles. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
They've got Chris Dunn. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
Well, you have to be excited about Sharp's future. He's just a fearless shooter.
Batum. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Batum's got himself on the board with a 3 there. Pass to Williams. Durant outside. Outside Sharp. Here's Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. Williams has got 6.
Well, that's a part of Sharp's game that he takes very seriously.
Coach, the defense has been ahead of the schedule for Portland. Where do they take the next step in that regard?
Well, first off, BA, they can do much better on the defensive board. Also, cutting down their careless fouls. Those are things they have to look to clean up.
Here's Grant, following the score by the Clippers. Pass to Williams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get it. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
Robert Williams, 2 shots. The play is
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
The officials will have 2 minutes
Ball
to review
still
the play.
disputed, even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Now here's Beal. 6 to shoot. Pass to Lopez. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. The shot by Dunn, no good. Williams with it. Guarded by Batum. Grant outside. Outside Sharp. Williams with the screen. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Second team foul.
On the wing, Grant, hounded by Beal. Pass to Henderson.
Well, look, any loss of focus can lead to mistakes.
Guys in this league are just too good.
To the paint. Here's Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
And that one's good. Sharp. The Clippers lead by 6. And here's Beal. Batum, right side. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Offensive board. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And using that size to his advantage. Man, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Sharp passes to Grant. Henderson outside. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Batum, left side. Dunn outside. Beal from outside. Williams grabs the board. Blazers trail by 8. Pass to Sharp. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Williams passes to Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Sharp, no good. The Clippers lead by 8. Inside. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Beal. Driving in. Dunn outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's Sharp on the wing. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Sharp's got 7 points here in the quarter.
When Sharp is converting in the catch-and-shoot game, he's very tough to stop.
Three-pointer, Beal, pure from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Well, it's a three-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing. Oh, man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
So it's Los Angeles now. After the basket by Portland. Bogdanovich from long range. And Los Angeles, another 3.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Dunn's shot is good.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break up 12. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Clippers lead by 12. Taking a look at the Trailblazers. It's Scoot and Sharp in at the 1 and the 2. Thibault and Grant are at the forward spots. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
If given the space, Harden's not afraid to take it to the rim.
Sharp passes to Grant. Back to Sharp. Williams, a screen on Leonard. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. And so they foul intentionally. A line change here for Portland. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Lillard.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
There's a screen. Here's Lillard. Takes it inside. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, defensively, you think Lillard's going to hunt for the 3 ball, but then he puts it on the floor and just attacks.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away.
And Harden with the slam.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
Inside, Dame gets it to go.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Leonard with a screen on Holiday. Harden into the lane. Leonard looking over the floor. Oh, the long ball, no good.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plaster to the shooter.
Here's Avdia. Lillard outside. Clinging with a screen. 4 on the clock. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
First, Klingon screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Leonard.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Second personal foul.
And he makes a first.
At the line for LA.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. Blazers trail by 14. Avdia outside. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Now Lillard from deep.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Clinging inside. Zubac's there. Yes, it's good.
And as a rebounder, Klingon is probably more advanced at the offensive end at this point.
Harden. A one-handed jam. Rocking the rim.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Avdia outside. Holiday outside. Can't hit it. The Clippers lead by 14. Now Leonard. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul so far.
4th foul.
Ball stolen. Now the Blazers on the move. Jams it home.
Yeah, Klingon is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
1:16 left in the 4th quarter. Now Leonard. Fires the 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for James Harden.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
And it's Collins with the ball for Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Harden against Lillard. Jacks up a 3. Collins misses the 3. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. A clean whip. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Holiday. Donovan Clingan out there with Denny Avdia. Here we go. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Kamara in at the 3 slot. And for Golden State, the forward spots will be Butler and Green. Curry is out there with Moody. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Charles Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Curry. The kick outside to Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me that they've got one of the league's best lockdown defenders in Drew Holiday, so it won't be easy for us tonight. Coach went on to say that against top-tier individual defender like Holiday, the most important thing is spreading the points around and having a diverse attack. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
Kamara finds Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Crafty in traffic. Lillard beats you with skill, quickness, and that tremendous will.
Curry against Holiday. They set the pick. Lets a floater go. They kick it out to Green. Butler feeling out of it. Second chance effort. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Lillard left side. Avdia with a screen for Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the 3 off target.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Curry with the bucket.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
Here's Lillard. Outside, Avdia. Kamara with it. Still yet to score. Back to Avdia. Here's Lillard. Here's Clingan. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I love how hard Clingan works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the middle, Clingan with the steal.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Avdia with a screen for Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
That's to Curry. Clingan with the steal. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. Here's Kamara. And that one released in time, but no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
The forward spots will be Butler and Green. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And the basket by Curry. And it doesn't seem like the analytics folks are often fans of the mid-range jumper. But Richard, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think great players have to use the mid-range jumper because most teams are protecting the paint and the three-point line. So for the best players, the shot creators, the guys that need to score buckets, they've got to have an in-between game.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you.
Yeah, you're right. That is his superpower. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Moody, and the slam by Moody.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Here's Kamara. Can't hit from in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Lillard. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Avdia against Curry. Clingan with the block. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lillard with it. Butler covering. Holiday against Curry. Holiday attacking. No good. That would have tied it.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And slam dunk by Butler.
An assertive penetrator. Love watching Butler use that athleticism to drive and finish inside.
Butler against Lillard. Pass to Kamara. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clingan. That shot off. Now, here's Moody. He's covered closely. To the paint. Here's Jackson Davis.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Lillard against Butler. And Lillard gets to Holiday. Clingan the screen for Holiday. Offensive rebound. Outside, Avdia. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Robert Williams is checked in for Donovan Clingan.
Robert Williams.
It's Curry outside. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Lillard against Green. Lillard surveying the D. Williams a screen on Green. Lillard dishes to Williams. hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Known for his scoring, there, Lillard with a fantastic pass in that screen and roll.
Curry against Holiday. Outside Curry. Shakes him. Pass to Jackson Davis. Can't connect from short range. Holiday finds Kamara. Here's Williams. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's only a 5-point Warrior lead. Off the inbound pass. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the first half is now in the books. Warriors ahead. They're up by 7. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Denny Avdia, Damian Lillard out there with Holiday. Then it's Williams. And it's Kamara in at the free spot. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Avdia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tamani Kamara. Sharp's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Henderson subbed in for Lillard.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
I tell you what, he looks fresh coming out of halftime if that possession's any indication.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
Here's Pajemski. Henderson defending. Clock at 6. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you, Kevin.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. Into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Out to the right wing. Here's Santos. Bangs home the trifecta. Santos has got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. Williams sets a screen for Sharp. Pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Here's Pajemski. Makes it off the glass. Pajemski's got 4 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Here's Podziemski. The rebound by Grant. Trailblazers trail by 8. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he's often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Bible on the wing. Henderson outside. Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Driving inside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Crafty move. Misses the one-handed jam.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Here's Post. Defended by Sharp. Here's Podziemski. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Quentin Post. Buddy Hield is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Santos in at the 3, the small forward. Lillard misses. Warriors leading by 10. Hield from outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lillard outside. Outside, Avdia. Lillard outside. Puts up a deep 3. The Warriors pull it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. When you want a momentum swing, RJ, get Jonathan Kuminga in there. He can do the job.
We know that, Kevin, because we see his energy shift in the game. He defies expectations and even sometimes gravity with all the things he can do on the floor.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Kamara. Here's Klingen. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Kerr. Warriors leading by 11. To the inside. Jackson Davis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Donovan Klingen. Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
Lillard! Avdia off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Curry. It's off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Lillard. There's a screen by Kamara. Lillard outside. The three doesn't go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
Lillard outside. Launches from deep. And it misses. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to just give themselves a little bit of a break. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Stephen Curry.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
And Curry, here we go. Strong move off the glass.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart. Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Okay, time to take a breath, fellas. Plays like that should not happen.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Down by 15. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Now Jackson Davis. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win in what? Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it.
bringing you the end. And now the Los Angeles starters. Collins at power forward, Zubac in the middle. Kawhi Leonard out there with James Harden. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, the combo up front is Draymond in post. Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Butler in at the 3. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Now here's Harden. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Takes a 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball for Los Angeles. Zubac screen. Leonard, that one's good.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
It's time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back over to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Harden. There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
Now here's Curry. Screen by post. Three on the clock. Here's Curry. Softly drops in the floater.
A skillful shot by Curry. He makes the short-range floater look effortless.
Pass to Zubac. The Warriors pull it in.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Oh, the slam from Leonard. Love watching him finish with force.
Curry against Leonard. Outside, Green. Butler surveying the floor. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 6 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Collins. Pass to Leonard. Zubac screen. Down low. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Zubac has gotten his second bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Curry finds Green. Collins with the rebound. The Clippers lead by 3. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Now here's Curry. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. He's got 5.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Collins. Back to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. Snatched away. Harden against Butler. Up in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area. And so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Moses Moody out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Curry. He's got 5. No good on the 3.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And stolen by Green. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. BA, back to you.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers lead by 6. And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3 that strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
Jones' shot is good.
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
Here's Curry. In traffic, Curry puts it in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Up top, Harden. Butler covering. Zubac with a screen on Green. Leonard passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
You expect Kawhi to take the shot, but he cleverly makes a pass.
Screen by Post. Here's Butler. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Harden against Butler. Right side, Harden. Pass to Leonard. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Curry against Leonard. Curry goes in. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
The speed of Curry's drive really makes some trouble for the defense, just cutting them to pieces.
Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Green. In transition, here come the Warriors. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Curry surveys. Five on the clock.
On D, Leonard is almost inescapable. He completely smothers shooters with his reach.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Now here's Harden. Collins with a screen on Butler. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Pulls it. Back to Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now here's Post. 5 points in the game. Green finds Curry. Curry, so skilled with the teardrop. 7 seconds left in the first half of this game. Harden into the lane, and then Harden with the jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Los Angeles. They're up. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Nicholas Batum out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Chris Dunn. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Beal in at the point. And you watch Buddy Hield, Tim, a 6'4", sharp shooting guard. Some similarities to your game.
Well, he gets those threes up at a rate I could only dream about back when I played, PA. The green light that shooters play with these days, I tell you what, it must be nice.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
To the middle. The steal. Pass to Kuminga. For the lead. On target from range. Now it's a three-point Warrior lead.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
There's Bogdanovic with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Bogdanovic has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Pajemski, covered by Lopez. Beal into the lane, and then Beal with the dunk.
Woo! Decisive drive and finish right there. Beal sees everything out there so quickly. I love it.
Outside Pajemski. Kuminga with a screen on Beal. Lopez with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Pass to Beal. Takes the 3. Releases. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
And the key for Lopez is getting established positioning. Once this happens, the D has to foul him.
And Lopez drops them both. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
Just 5 to shoot, and here's Kuminga for 3. Rebounded by Lopez. Los Angeles leading by 4. Beal right side, and then Beal with the dunk.
Oh, the hops from Beal. Woo!
Pass to Hield. It's stolen by Dunn. Now Los Angeles moving it up. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period." Brian, back over to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Here's Pajemski. Sends it home from three-point land. Pajemski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Right side, Bogdanovic. Batum finds Beal. Back to Batum. Beal left side. 6 on the shot clock. Driving inside. Yep, that one's good. Beal's got 6 in the quarter.
His position might be shooting guard, but Beal has no problems taking it inside.
Outside Pajemski. Jackson Davis a screen. Pass to Santos. Second shot opportunity. Out to Kuminga. Right side Pajemski. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Well, he is very capable of hitting the deep shot. Defensively, you need a better shot contest than that, or he is going to bury you.
Outside Bogdanovich. Beal outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beal's got 8 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Hield from outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
First team foul.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. The combo up front is Draymond and post. Stephen Curry is out there with Moses Moody, and it's Butler in at small forward. That's the Warriors 5. Leonard, good.
Oh, a fantastic score. Kawhi can put a barrage of points up quick.
Curry finds Green. And Collins with the big block. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Back to Harden. And then jammed it down as he goes right over Jimmy Butler.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
The shot by Butler, no good.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Leonard outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Collins. Butler passes to Green. Butler against Collins. Here's post. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick to shake off the defense and get himself a look.
It's stolen by Leonard. Here's Collins. Harden outside. Takes a 3. The free ball is down. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And they've taken advantage of the turnovers they've created, pushing it every chance they get. So much easier to score when you get early looks.
Leonard fires, and the 3 misses.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Stolen by Jones.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Zubac pulls it down. The Clippers lead by 13. Now Harden shoots a three. Buries it from outside.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Zubac pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Butler against Harden. Outside Leonard, puts up the tray. Zubac. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Oh, ripped away. They've got numbers. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Cash from downtown. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. Book it! That one goes!
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get... All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
sure this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And the Clippers starting five. The pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at small forward. Now, here's Avdia. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Collins.
Well, Avdia plays with such good energy. That by itself sometimes can get you to the foul line.
Hey, Greg, after 2 seasons in Milwaukee, how about Damian Lillard going back to the Blazers roster even as he works his way back from the Achilles?
And in the meantime, he gets to watch this relatively young group compete. Their activity and defensive edge should pair nicely with his offensive brilliance next season.
Now, here's Avdia. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
How about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength, uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
Leonard with a screen on Holiday. Harden kicks to Leonard. For three. Avdia with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Klingen's shot is off. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Collins, and Klingen pulls it down.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Jones against Grant. Avdia on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Klingen. Avdia trying to break free. Klingen's shot is off. Harden has a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
Now, here's Grant. Driving the lane, loses his grip and misses the dunk. LA's on 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harden, no good. Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, the length and athleticism that Jeremy Grant possesses puts the defense in a tough spot. That's nice.
And in Tyronn Lue, the Clippers have one of the league's most highly respected and Doris coveted head coaches.
And think about it, Kevin. He signed an extension with the Clippers 2 summers ago. That was amidst rumors that the Lakers might have an interest. Remember, LeBron and Ty Lue go way back. But he is now committed long-term with this organization. That is smart business.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden. From deep three-point land, Leonard no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Up again. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Klingen.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Klingen using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers leading by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. The two-way star Kawhi Leonard was at the top of the coach's mind. He told me we've seen Kawhi win those finals MVPs because at his best, he is as good as anyone in the world. Leonard doesn't just score it, he can also shut down your best wing. It's really tough facing him. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Harden, and Grant sends it back.
Well, he's got to be a defensive stalwart, and Jeremy Grant using his size to send it back.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Avdia. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Klingen's shot is off. Clippers trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Harden the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Avdia against Collins. They grab their own miss. Fires the three. And Avdia the bucket on the assist by Klingon. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So for the Clippers right now, the pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. Harden out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jones in at the three. Now, here's Zubac. Oh! And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. What a gritty finish from Zubac. Big fella. Okay.
So, when we talk about value players, Doris, Derek Jones comes to mind.
Oh, Kevin, there is absolutely no doubt he deserves to be in this category. This guy combines great athleticism with an ability to knock down shots because he's worked at it. And defensively, we know he's going to make things tough on his opponent.
Collins, a screen on Holiday. Harden, Klingon with the block.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingon can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
Zubac with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And here's Leonard from three. Avdia with the rebound. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Holiday finds Avdia. Klingon the screen for Avdia. That one good for 2. 9 points in the game so far.
Let's remember, Avdia is 6'9", which means he is quite capable of being effective in the painted area. Getting something that close to the cup is a win as far as possessions go.
On the wing, Holiday. Back to Avdia. Grant for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Grant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Zubac's over to help. Outside, Avdia. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Holiday gets the bucket. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called punting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. With some arc. Over in the corner, Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. Grant outside. From deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Collins. Some solid defense from Grant.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Outside, Avdia. .106 left to play in the first half. Pass to Kamare. Fires the 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Williams, he's checked in for Donovan Klingon.
Number 35, Robert Williams.
Screen by Leonard. Here's Harden. Got it. Harden for 2.
Yeah, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
into the paint. There's Williams. Williams double team. 2 free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time.
The rule number 4 stands.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first free throw is good.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden kicks to Jones. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. Grant outside. On the wing, Holiday. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Get ready for some high RPM and amazing stuff from the Pocket Fight Arena Entertainment.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Deni Avdija.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Henderson, and it's Williams at the center locking down the middle. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Lillard scanning the floor. There's a screen by Williams. Henderson passes to Williams. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's Lillard. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Sharp. Back to Lillard. Now, here's Sharp. Lopez over to help. Sharp, the pass to Williams. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Williams has got 6.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
Outside, Batum. Done outside. Bogdanovich wide open. Offline with his 3. Portland leading by 7. And this Clippers team, GA, hanging their hats on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, a team of veterans who know how to play. Great coaching. And with Ivica Zubac patrolling the paint, it's been a winning recipe.
Bogdanovich finds Dunn. No good on the triple. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
John misses. The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. Guys?
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Clippers with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket, and they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Lillard. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Thibault, the pass to Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Batum against Lillard. Henderson outside. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. Clippers trail by 13. And Doris, we're early on in Chris Dunn's career, but is it fair to say many wondered if it might be short-lived?
Oh, there's no doubt, Kevin. Remember, this guy was at one point the 5th pick in the league, and there were questions about the offensive end of the floor. But give Chris credit. His defense has carved out minutes for him, and he's worked diligently to become a better offensive player.
Now, here's Lopez. Nothing on the board.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Inside. Williams' shot is off. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. No coverage that time. Beal's got 9.
And that's money from Beal. He's so crafty at finding space in that deep corner.
Lillard against Beal. Henderson outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
How about the payback there, guys? You do you. I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Platoon passes to Dunn. Here's Sharp. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Beal, that's for 2. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers looking at a third. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Harden. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot.
And this is where Klingon looks to score. The closer he is to the rim, the more aggressive he becomes.
Leonard kicks to Harden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 15. Grant surveying the D. Outside Holiday. Back to Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Holiday against Harden. Pass to Kamare. There's the triple. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 17. Outside Leonard. And another 3 for the Clippers.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the 3 from the other end.
Avdia against Harden. Here's Kamare. Pass to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Klingon. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Well, just ready to shoot as soon as the ball touches his hands. That is Denny Avdia. This guy has an instinct to score it.
And here's Leonard from three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Kamara, guarded by Harden. And slam dunk by Kamara.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Leonard finds Harden. Off target with his three.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Avdia, the pass to Grant. Pass to Holiday. Clock at 4. Top of the key, Avdia. Shoots over Leonard. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, the defense just concedes that mid-range. And Denny Avdia says, I'll have at it.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Kamara down low. Working on Collins. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard against Holiday. Leonard the pass to Collins. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Denny Avdia.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
And they just went out and executed. Give credit to the coaching staff. They have to be thrilled with their level of play.
Portland's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the three. Avdia. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but
So off the tip, it's the Trailblazers. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position.
Look, you know coming in that Holiday is aggressive. He will try to force you to bend to his will.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Now Portland with it. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And he gets it to go.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Avdia passes to Graham. They set a pick. Just 5 to shoot. Deflected. Portland needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Warriors with possession here. Curry looking it over. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, Green finds Butler. Jackson Davis down low, defended by Avdia. 6 to shoot, and here's Butler outside. For Portland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Avdia against Curry, outside Holiday. From the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
What a sweet shot by Holiday. Going for the soft touch that time.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
And Portland has possession, following the score by Golden State. Avdia outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Pass to Jackson Davis. Curry against Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Clingan, it must be easy to jam it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Guys, back to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. That free throw, no good.
And one look at Donovan Clingan, and you see why scouts were excited about him. 7'2" with a great build. You can only imagine the intimidating presence he could become on the floor.
Now here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Avdia can't get it to go.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Grant against Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. It's stolen by Holiday. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Clingan. Avdia outside. Nice D from Moody.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And here's Butler outside. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review.
After the review,
They're going to look at it again.
overturned.
They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA,
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Warriors.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on them.
and I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Avdia out there with Klingon. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Kamara in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Holiday. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I faced because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
Here's Jackson Davis. Portland with a rebound. Outside Kamara. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Outside Moody. Green, a screen. Launches a three. Avdia pulls it in. Blazers trail by 9. A bit of a shocker during the summer of 2024. Denny Avdia getting traded from Washington to Portland.
Yeah, and from one young team to another, VA, Denny was just 24 when he got moved and fetched 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, a big haul.
Lillard looking around. Clock at 6. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. He's off on the layup. Outside Moody. Pass to Butler. On the drive, Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, and Butler leaving no doubt on that drive to the hole. What a play.
Williams a screen on Butler. Lillard passes to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Outside Curry. From behind the arc. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Green. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Moody. Lots of room. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Here's Grant. Now here's Avdia. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Moody. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Who was stolen by Lillard. Going all the way to the rack.
Fast hands pay off for Lillard. He nets the steal and instantly gets the fast break going.
Butler taking his time here. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Williams is a selective shooter, but when he gets it inside like this, he looks to capitalize.
Tipped. Now here's Lillard. Moody defends. Out to Lillard. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. There's a screen by Kamara. To the inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Trace Jackson-Davis picks one up.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That one's off.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 27 seconds left in the second period. Now here's Curry, guarded closely. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Avdia finds Lillard. With 2 seconds left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. Back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drop line. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Without question, Jimmy Butler displaying his skills today.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. They've got Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Pajemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Quentin Post, and it's Santos in at the 3 slot. Blazers trail by 9. Henderson scanning the floor. Good on the bucket. Henderson's got his first basket.
An athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Screen by Post. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Holiday passes to Thibault. Henderson outside. And he banks in the layup. Henderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, even though he's 6'2", Henderson is best attacking on the interior.
Here's Pajemski with the drive. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2, Henson.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. The Warriors lead by 8. Outside Pajemski. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Jack's up a 3. Portland with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Thibault. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Now here's Podziemski, covered by Thibault. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Thibault. Sharp with it. Now Podziemski defending. Outside Sharp. Here's Thibault. And it's good. 2 points. And now just a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Right side Podziemski. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Portland making a switch here. Klingen's checked in. Outside Sharp. On the take. Oh,
Look out!
Wow!
Oh, my goodness! The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Outside Podziemski. Outside Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. A shot from the high post. That one's wide left. Blazers trail by 4. Left side Sharp. Thibault, a screen on heel. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Right side Podziemski. And down it goes. 2 points. Podziemski's got 7 points. Up top Henderson. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 6. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Kuminga with a screen on Henderson. Here's Podziemski. Off target from 3-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that.
Oh my goodness! Fired at home!
Oh, indeed!
Nice. Oh, man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
Here's Podziemski. Drops in the layup for 2. Podziemski's got 9 points in the quarter.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
Outside heel. Screen by Post. Shoots over Klingen. And there's another one for the Warriors.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
And we've reached the end of the third. Warriors ahead, leading by 6. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Blazers trail by 6. We've got Toumani Camara, Denny Avdia out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Damian Lillard, and it's Williams in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Outside Curry to the paint. Oh, deflected and stolen by Williams. Inside. Lillard outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Avdia, screen on Butler. Lillard passes to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Nice D from Moody. The Warriors lead by 4. It's Jackson Davis with a drive.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
2 emphatic points from Robert Williams.
Now here's Curry. Kamara covering. Green, a screen. Here's Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Down low. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Lillard going in. Yes, sir! Hey, put Lillard in the dunk contest with that one.
Oh, wow. Dame just sticking it to the other team, and you can see it's motivating his squad as well.
Butler against Grant. Now here's Butler. Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
Butler against Lillard. Driving to the basket. Now Avdia. Avdia, screen on Curry. Here's Avdia, 20 feet out. Another shot, and it's good on the lay-in.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
Now Butler. Emphatic finish from Butler.
Yeah, the defense is really struggling to contain Butler. He keeps finding ways to beat them.
Right side Kamara. Williams, a screen on Butler. Now pass to Williams. Outside Lillard. Shot from 12. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Lillard. And stolen by Williams. Lillard against Curry. Beyond the arc. Lillard! What'd you expect?
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
The Warriors lead by 5. Outside Curry. Moody! And yes, sir! Matching three-pointers. Wow!
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And just a huge answer right there with a 3 of their own. And the crowd now is in a frenzy.
Curry up top. Now Green. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
Now Lillard. From long range. And so the Warriors take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
Thank you for joining.